So good evening, my name is Moon Kang. Now I'm doing the individual video for LAX 2024 public service announcement. This is my first individual video based on my last group discussion. So I and my groupmates had conducted the first group discussion a few days ago in the library. My purpose of doing this video is actually to have some reflections based on my performance during the first group discussion. So during the first group discussion, I and my groupmates are mainly discussing about the themes that are suitable for public service. At first, we suggested some suitable themes before we start to choose, and then we analyzed the themes one by one to figure out the most suitable theme so that the further discussion in the following weeks are more easier. The topics that we suggested included global, family, and education. And during the first round of discussion, we all prefer the themes of family and education, because we think that these two themes are more closer to us. And for example, the family theme, it may happen around us during the daily life. However, for the global theme, we think that it's too wide for us to discuss, so we just abandon it and choose the other two. But finally, we had chosen the family theme, and the topic that we specified is child abuse. Each of us are giving our own definition about the topic of child abuse during the first discussion, and for me, my personal definition towards child abuse, I think that whether an action can be considered as a child abuse, it actually depends on the one who conducts the action. It actually depends on the intention of the one who conducts the actions. If the one who has a bad intention, the action that he or she did can be considered as abuse. For example, caning. So in the view of our Eastern people, we think that caning is actually a way of teaching the child, but in the opinion of Western people, they think that caning can be considered as a child abuse. So actually, I think that the intention is very important. If someone has a bad intention, the action that he conducts can be considered as child abuse. And then actually, I'm not really satisfied with my own performance during the first group discussion, because I think that myself is not active enough during the discussion. This can be due to several reasons. For example, because English is not my mother tongue, and it's been a long time I didn't speak in English after a long sem break. So during the discussion, I may be a little passive and speak English cannot speak the English fluently. So I hope that I can improve during the next discussion, and the ways to improve it, I think, is to gather more information first about the topic before I start the discussion, so that I can speak more during the discussion. I think that's all for this reflection video. See you.